Oh, dumelang bakgayetsi, molweni bantu bakuthi, molweni nto zakuthi. Okay, ingathi ndibiziwe again ke sana. And the thing with me, I was gonna stitch the video name, but I was on Instagram last night or like early hours of the morning, and I was watching this video of this girl. I'm not sure if she's a South African, but the accent is giving South African. So the thing is, I have to process things and then I have to think them through before, like sometimes I don't have the immediate answer, which is why now I lost the video, because I was looking for it on Instagram so that I can stitch it. And if she can see it, she can see it. But anyways, so this girl on Instagram is talking about Woolies, like when's a dark shop at schools, because dark shops are a multi-billion rand worth a business. So I was like, okay, cool. So she's saying Pagla video, another intellectual son that is far removed from the issue. But anyways, she's talking about what is she saying? But if we knew, look at what Woolworths is doing. They are taking over because they see, is it a scheme, or I mean, is it a scam intentionally done, that we are removing illegal immigrants so that Woolworths can come over and do business there. Wara. And if we were smart, I'm not quoting her verbatim, but if we were smart, we would work together. We are chasing away people that we can do business with, and blah 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 blah. Okay, Domazan, first of all, it's giving you don't know South Africans, and it would be a shame that you are a South African not knowing your own people. Yeah, understand? And what she said was, Bana, if we were partnering up and doing business with our fellow brethren instead of letting Woolworths take over. One thing you must understand about South Africans, these people entered our territory. Ne? When they entered, how do you think they ended up here if they were not welcome to do business with South Africans? Make that make sense. They've been doing business here for decades. How did they manage to do business in South Africa if South African people or the natives did not welcome them to do business with them? Huh? If we were not welcoming for them to do business here, they wouldn't have businesses. They have businesses here is because we, the natives, we welcome them to do business with us. And the reason why we can't collaborate with them, these people don't have the spirit of collaboration. So when are you preaching to the choir, Joanne? Because if you were paying attention, or you were aware that South Africans, there's less spaza shops of South Africans, because these people, that's the mafias. They are not only threatening South Africans from opening businesses, they are killing South Africans from opening their own businesses, small businesses in South Africa. So how do you suppose that South Africans that are wanting to do business and work alongside people of other nations who come from very, very, very far away, mind you not, they are lying. There are wars in our country where they are on student visas, but they are opening e-shops, but they are not at school, and they are grandfathers. How to make that make sense? And no, I'm not saying South Africans are innocent in the matter. Yes, there are officials that are allowing them to do this type of businesses in the country. And yes, we are going to deal with them, and we are dealing with them. You understand what I'm saying? So where now you can't say that Tina, we are not collaborative. We are the ones who did that for them. Are they inviting South Africans in their country to take over their economy and help them? No, they are not. But they are taking over this side. And another thing, this thing of illegal immigrants and other African nationals here on TikTok and YouTube talking about South Africans, you don't treat people like that. You have to be human. These are humans. Oh my God, I saw them chasing a pregnant woman. You don't treat people like that, like the way that you are handling the matter. It is so inhumane. First of all, you also don't know South Africans. We are the pioneers of Ubuntu, of humanity. We are the stewards of humanity, of Ubuntu. So you don't get to throw that in our faces to gaslight us. We know who we are. We are the pioneers of this shit, baby. Our social structure is founded on Ubuntu. If it was not founded on Ubuntu, these people that are claiming that South Africans are so xenophobic and Afrophobic and they lack humanity, why are they fighting so hard to stay with people that are xenophobic and Afrophobic? Why are they willing to die on South African soil? Mind you, that these same people are very scared to die in their own country. There's Boko Haram in Nigeria. Children are being abducted. They are being taken out of school. Girls are being raped publicly by multiple boys. They are running away, fearing to die in their own country. And they are coming here, willing to die in South Africa. Why? If we are such barbaric people, according to your words, intellectuals, why? Why? Why are they willing to die on this soil? It is because of our social structure. It's because of our Ubuntu. If we didn't have Ubuntu, even the British and the Dutch wouldn't survive here in South Africa. The reason why they are living so mtebelele here is because they are benefiting of our social structure, our ways of living. That's why they are still here. And my thing is, even if we gave Nigerians a chance and these Somalis and Ethiopians and we left South Africa and we say, since you guys, you know humanity very well more than us, let's leave this country. This country wouldn't even survive a year. These people behead each other in their nations. They chop each other's limbs left and right. They don't care about children. If we left them here alone, this country would be in ashes. People would be beheaded in the streets. If we left them, the reason why they love being here is because of our social structure. It's because of Ubuntu. We are the pioneers of it. Otherwise, they wouldn't fight tooth and nail to stay in South Africa. They wouldn't. They are here because of our humanity. Because tell me, if home was so better, if home was the best thing ever, why are you in a foreign land? With foreign customs and traditions and laws. It's because you know very well that Ubuntu is cooked here. You know, and the thing is, we've taught you, you've lived alongside of us for decades. Other Nigerians are claiming that they've been here for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Why are you kicking us up now? We have been teaching you. In fact, we have been practicing Ubuntu alongside while living with you. But when you took what you ran away from your country, you ran away from being killed in your country, you ran away from starvation in your country, and you landed in South Africa. And you are practicing the very same thing that you ran away from home. You are practicing it in South Africa. And then when we are throwing you out and saying enough is enough, suddenly you throw Ubuntu back at us. Which, you know what that tells me? That tells me really our ways are higher than your ways. That means our ways of living are more intelligent. We are more intelligent. That tells me that actually we are superior. Our social structure is way superior than yours. Because if our social structure was garbage, why would you leave your country? You have enough money here. They have kingpins in 6 provinces. They are doing drugs. Nigerians have enough money to take a plane home. They're making thousands. They're making thousands to millions in South Africa. They have enough money to take each other and say, let's leave this barbaric country. Let's leave these barbaric people. These xenophobic, Afrophobic who don't know how to treat their fellow brothers. They would have left. But no, they are not leaving, my dear. They want to stay here. So something is missing in their narrative. So you can't gaslight us and throw our social structure back at us. In fact, you're not just throwing it, you want to teach us. If you were so learned more than us, you were living alongside us, along the stewards of Ubuntu for decades, but yet you still failed to practice it. So if we live here, what's going to become of your people? You're going to murder each other in the streets. You need to tell the people the truth. You need to reveal who we are to the world. You need to be honest with yourself. That actually these people's ways are higher than our ways. That they are intelligent people, that they are kind people. That there are people who know how to collaborate with others. Ne? You need to tell people the truth and stop lying. You are lying. Otherwise, you wouldn't fight tooth and nail to stay in a country where people are full of hatred. If you were so scared of your life, you would take the next plane and go home. You don't know Ubuntu. We are Ubuntu. We are. So without us, you don't have Ubuntu. Without the Bantu people, you don't have Ubuntu. You don't. We are the pioneers. We know this thing. But you were living alongside us for decades, but you failed to practice that very thing. Within a month, this country would be ashes without Bantu people. And you know that very well. And these people that are saying, oh, South Africans are inciting violence in South Africa. Do you know who's inciting violence in this country? Do you know who's inciting violence in South Africa? The intellectuals talking about, oh my God, Ujacinta is inciting violence in the country. When children were being killed by eating snacks, Somalians, these Pakistan shops, they were being killed in the streets. Where were the intellectuals with their big bombastic English words? When they inciting violence, when the Nigerians were busy feeding our kids drugs, forcing women into prostitution, making millions in this country selling drugs, where were the intellectuals to dissect this matter? Where were they? Who was inciting violence then? When Somalians were invading South Africans, intimidating them, slaughtering women, killing South Africans, intimidating that they should not open businesses in their own land. Where were these intellectuals with their English? Where were they? Talking about we are inciting violence in this country. We are defending the country. And you are gaslighting us. Telling us about Ubuntu. You don't know no shit about Ubuntu. Even though you were living alongside for decades. Even though you speak our languages, you don't know shit about Ubuntu. Because if you knew it, these things that we're complaining about, we wouldn't be complaining about them.